tuna fish sandwich.
What is love? A poem by Leon Phillips.
I've seen it on the
And now,
show.
Jabroni Studios, in association with Big Herm Productions, is proud to present to you, recording from an undisclosed location in Oakdale, Connecticut. It's Chris Burns. It's Chris Lynch.
That's me.
It's Matt Marsh.
Yeah.
This is Dysfunction Junction.
Mark.
That sounds good.
Mark.
Well,
Mark,
Anyway,
now that you've met the Muppets, you get a big bowl of cereal in one of those big green Tupperware monstrosities
And
with
some
a wooden
Cavassier.
spoon. Yeah, that's good. Let's watch Saturday morning cartoons.
and a bowl of chlamydia.
Mostly at Kmart and Walmart.
Yes, I understand, ma'am. Clam chowder is not a venereal
it's
disease.
a soup.
It's a soup.
It's a soup. I've seen it in a cereal.
On the shelf.
Pass the pork cracklings.
We are basically going back
seen
to
it in the
Saturday
stove.
mornings. If these two would shut the fuck up. And Herm's gonna die. This
Here
is
we
the
go.
week, guys. Mark it down. July 7th.
Here we go.
2026.
Yo,
Herm
if
is
any of you
going to die.
bastards leave, I'll haunt you. I'm just saying.
No, it's in our contract that we are contractually obligated for 90 minutes of
If we
Dysfunction
start a
Junction.
show, we have to finish it. That's all there is to it.
Unless the
Regardless,
Well, I
Let's go
body
finish it,
sets
you
itself
first.
on fire right now. You have to do another 87 minutes.
well. Here we roll back to Herm, who's dead and can't do the outro. So good night,
All right.
folks.
We get to watch the paramedics through the camera.
That's it. This is the stream that doesn't end.
And
But Herm doesn't go on and on, my friend.
We can dance
Welcome.
if we want to.
We can
That's
leave old
right.
Herm behind.
leave Herm
That is
behind.
right. You can dance if you want it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to Saturday mornings. Welcome. I'm keeping it quiet. Mom and Dad are still asleep. They sleep in on Saturdays to Dysfunction Junction.
Yes. If you were up early enough, you got to watch Captain Bob.
Oh, I love Captain Bob. I sat there with my raw horse.
We are going to have to start with Captain Bob, but first, before we start, Chris Burns, Chris Lynch, Matt Marsh, Dead Herm, Michael D.S. Herman. That stands for Dead Sexy.
Ooh.
I'm going to hold
All
this
right.
for the next 40 minutes.
So before we talk about cartoons, Lynch, you wanted to tell us a story. And it
Of a
kind of
lovely
Well,
lady.
Why?
Hey, yo, Lynch, tell us a story.
Tell us a story about the time you did the thing.
Raising three
It
very
falls in
lovely
line with what we're
girls.
talking about tonight. No, not that story. So a friend of mine
Red.
posted that he was excited to go see the new Supergirl movie.
Mhm.
You know, he being a DC fan, and he kind of enjoyed the new Superman movie.
I dug it.
Not as much. I did. It was okay. Not great. Not disgustingly horrible. Just not great.
No tits.
Having
no
watched
titties, no titties exposed.
having watched the new Supergirl movie, I said, well, I saw it and I hope you're not disappointed. And then he said, well, tell me what you thought without spoilers. I said, spoiler free. I don't know what they were thinking. By number one, it looks horrible. You have a hard time seeing who's who on screen. Like
It looks very dark.
I can't do it. It's very dark, extremely dark. There's like no key lighting on anybody's
The
faces.
cinematography, I mean, dark. Yeah.
It's horrible, horrible cinematography. Whoever sold that look, sorry, it's not appreciated by me. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about me. If you like it, fine.
Well, that's the whole DC look now.
Well,
Have you not
it was
seen
darker than the
Batman?
Zack
Have
Snyder
you not
shit.
seen every fucking series they've come out with in the last 5 to 6 years? It's dark. Everything.
No,
is
it's not even that. This is all new.
No, it's just
This
it's
is
like
all
dim.
new. This is all James Gunn DC. It's not dark tone. I'm talking visually dark.
It's-
You can't see the actors
dim.
on the screen. That's what I
Yeah.
mean by dark.
Yeah, it's not like the Snyderverse
aside.
where it was using like.
No,
the muted colors
I'm
and
not
shit.
talking about metaphorically dark,
No,
guys.
no, I know.
I'm talking about like it's visually dark. It's
Right.
hard to watch. Have you watched The Batman and anything other than Midnight Light?
You're
Because
right.
if you watch it at
Completely.
anything more than dusk. It's you can't see a
You're
screen.
not wrong.
It's everything there DC is doing.
I could see a whole hell of a lot more in that movie than I could in this one.
Yeah.
All right.
Just saying. So anyway, I go into the detail a little bit about that, and I think overall, not a fan. Was not a great movie. I thought it was pretty bad. Nothing happened. It's another one of those cases where they start telling the story, and then it goes, and then this happens, then this happens, then this happens, then this happens, then this happens. There's no narrative flow to the story whatsoever. It's just a bunch of shit happens, and then the movie ends. The character was written very poorly. Lobo was wasted.
I was going to
as a
ask
character.
about how they used Lobo as a character.
15 minutes, maybe at the most screen time. It's Jason Momoa. He plays himself. He's not an unlikable guy. It's not that I don't like him. I just wish for more out of Lobo. Having looked at what was wrong with the Superman movie in a lot of people's eyes, critically, I was hoping that they would course correct and change that with Supergirl. They did not. They doubled down. And the script was terrible. I don't dislike her as Supergirl. I just disliked how they characterized her in this movie. They gave her no stakes to, she had no fight. It's just she's this miserable 23-year-old kid who just doesn't like being here. Okay, fine. You can be a little angsty about that, but at least give her some sort of like overwhelming arc to be a hero. There is no ouncy hero in this.
Right.
And I didn't even say that to my friend in the review. This is just me telling you guys how I really felt about her. Now, context being, I didn't mention her at all in the review. I just said, wish she was a little bit more well-written. Highlight, Corin Sweat is a very good Superman. I said, correction, Corin Sweat is a good Clark Kent. I just wish they would write him as Superman when he's wearing the suit. But my biggest critique with the first movie, with that movie, is that there's no delineation between Superman and Clark like there has been even in the comics and in other portrayals. I'm not asking for much. Right. I really like David Cornsweet, and I said that. I said music was iffy at best, not great. I'm talking to Supergirl.
Oh, right
on. That's really all I said. And I said, I hope you like it. I hope you gave it a better review than I just gave you. So my basic review was disappointment. Wish it was a more well-written story. And I liked David Cornsweet as Superman. That he was the highlight of the movie to me. And this person takes that information and makes the leap that, wow, yeah, the typical misogynistic response.
Was this a guy?
Superhero movie. Yeah. Okay. The typical response of somebody who is either in denial that he's a misogynist, or he just is a misogynist and just flies his flag proudly.
I mean, not that I have to tell you this, Lynch, or any of you, it's very common in the comic world where, especially with the fanboy mentality, if we go and see something and we're not like overjoyed with it, people get very fucking offended and upset, and it's like
gatekeeping like a motherfucker.
Let me finish my story here, and I'm going to get to that point.
Okay.
Now, this guy I'm talking to is a huge comic book fan, and I mean, he defended a lot of the really shitty things in DC and a lot of the shitty things in Marvel that have been produced in the last 10 years, let's say.
Okay.
And it's just that it's gatekeeping. And I said, I didn't even reply to that schmuck. I said, wow, that's quite the leap in logic. But anyway, Rick, I see the gatekeepers are here, so I'm just going to see my way out. And I left it at that.
His name is Rick.
This guy's name is Rick.
Darius?
My friend is Rick. This other clown, I didn't even pay attention to who the fuck he was. I just read it. It was very. Huh?
He doesn't work at EB, does he?
No.
Oh, okay.
Probably doesn't have a job.
Well, more than likely. But anyway.
I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Enjoy.
And Rick defended me. He's like, there is not an ounce of misogyny in that man you're talking to. Strikers is a stand-up dude. And then the kid says, well, yeah, I guess he just needs to get better taste. And I just left the thread. And it didn't bother me because that shit doesn't bother me. What bothers me is how do you get from statements that I wish it was more well-written, her character was more well-written, that I like David Cornsweet, overall disappointment.
Because that's the way of the world now, Chris.
Well, I get why. I get why if it's a negative comment, I get it. Because all the guys that I watch are all saying it's the MCU. It's the fatigue over female superheroes. And I don't see it that way. I think it's superhero fatigue. They just keep cranking out shit to fill their fucking wallets without quality control.
Hey, Christmas is 6 months away. We need new action figures.
They don't even sell those anymore, dude. You take a look, and we're gonna. I want to talk about that when we talk about the cartoons too this morning, this evening. It's just, I get that he expects a guy my age to have that mentality, but to not. Number one, he didn't even address me directly. If you want to address me directly and speak to me like I'm in the fucking room, have at it.
But you're not in a room.
But doesn't matter.
You're in
if I have a problem with you right now, and you say something like you say something out of pocket, according to me, I'm not gonna bypass addressing you and saying, no, Herm, fuck you. Let's talk about it. I'm not gonna go, well, Chris, seeing this douchebag right here, I'm going to tell you what my grievance is with him.
Well, actually, had to throw it in there.
No, see, that doesn't bother me at all. I love that about her.
But when you see those two words, the fun is over.
If you're going to call me a spade, address me as a spade.
Sure.
Don't talk around me. Talk to me.
Yeah, we were talking before we went on air about this a little bit, and I talked to you about my situation with the Barbie movie. Here's something that some people just can't get through their head. Not everybody has to see all the shit you like. I'm not Barbie's audience. I saw 2 films that week. I saw Barbie and I saw Oppenheimer. I am Oppenheimer's audience. I'm a history buff. I love big, deep, epic films that go 3 hours plus. I live for shit like that. I am not a huge fan of 90-minute, cookie cutter, although Barbie visually stunning. I understood the story, but it's not for me. I wouldn't expect, little Miss blue-haired septum ring person, or even just to keep it on a level so I'm not picking on one group of people, I wouldn't expect the average American woman between the ages of 18 and 80 to willfully say out loud, you know what I can't wait to see? That new Rambo film. Because it's not for them. A Rambo film is going to be a sausage party. Dudes in there who, if there's women in there, they're either there against their will because of chloroform, or they owe their boyfriend a favor and she has to go to the movie. There are certain films, and this being a superhero movie does not take away from anything. I don't like the character of Supergirl. I'm not a huge fan of Superman. If I see those movies, I wait for them to come on streaming networks, or back in the day, come to DVD. I'm not spending my hard-earned.
I watch them when they're free.
Yeah.
Or included with a $6 a month membership.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
But because I don't like Superman doesn't mean I have poor taste in films. Like, bitch, sit down next to me and watch some of the films I watch. Ladies' Man and Superfuzz notwithstanding, we're going to put those over there. I love great cinematic films. I'm a huge fan of Casablanca. I love all the Godfathers, even the shitty third one. Goodfellas. I love Gone with the Wind. One of my top 5 movies of all time is The fucking Wizard of Oz. I like
Bro,
really
hot take,
well made.
hot take,
Go ahead.
Gone with the Wind isn't as good as everybody thinks it is.
I didn't say it
There
was. I didn't say it was.
No. It was just made me think. Hot take. There was just nothing else to do at the time.
For its time. But when you look at it, it's a well-made film, but it doesn't, to me, the story, it's not in the top 10. Anybody who puts Gone with the Wind at number one is stupid.
Film, but it
like,
doesn't make top 10.
It's like watching Citizen Kane.
Mm-hmm.
Citizen Kane is one of the best movies put to film ever. But there are movies better than it.
Yeah.
In its category. If you're when you're making a movie and you're writing a movie, you're gonna have your Mount Rushmore of genres: comedy, sci-fi, romance, and action. And you're gonna write, and on that Mount Rushmore for, let's say, noir and romance is Casablanca. To me, on your sci-fi, Star Wars. On your comedy, there's so many to mention you can't even think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But you get my point. You want to make your movie be at least as good as that. And if it comes somewhere down here, you're still doing good.
You know, to Herm's
aim
point
high,
about,
be happy with the middle.
To Herm's point, and then I'm going to address yours real quick. A movie like Gone with the Wind is what it is because of the time it came out, how good it was at the time. Star Wars is not the go-to sci-fi. Hold that thought, Fat Matt. You're going to have a fight with Lynch tonight.
I'm not saying it is. I just use that as the example.
But a film of that same genre that did not get the love until about 10, 15 years ago is From Here to Eternity, which to me is better than Gone with the Wind.
I think so too.
That's what it is.
I think it holds up better.
Mm-hmm.
I think the story holds up better than Gone with the Wind because it's more. Yeah. It's something we can relate to. We can't relate to what happened to Scarlett in her time frame of the film.
No,
we're so far away from that time period. We only read about it in books.
Yep. And to your point, to finish what I was going to say to the both of you, everybody talks about a Mount Rushmore, and what would be the 4 this or the 5 this or whatever. Everybody's is always different. Why? Because we all have different tastes. And if these gatekeepers could shut the fuck up for 30 seconds, whether it's in person, online, wherever, and they're not going to, there are people to this day who point to the dumbest movie of all time that isn't named Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. They will say that UHF is the best comedy movie they've ever seen. And I want to know who their drug dealer is because I got to get some of that.
It's cute. I'm going to address Matt real quick. I know Star Wars isn't the best sci-fi. I just use that as the example. I'm going to give you my top 4 or 5 science fiction movies, and you can put any one of them on a Mount Rushmore.
Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park,
and these are interchangeable. Okay. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 2001. Project Hail Mary just made the top 10 for me. That movie was fucking fantastic.
Very good. Very good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was very, very surprised. Close Encounters, 2001. The Day the Earth Stood Still. Maybe. The Day the Earth Stood Still, I argue, is the most important science fiction movie of all time, tied with War of the Worlds. The Day the Earth Stood Still gave us a lot of the genre tropes and like the flying saucer stuff that was used from that point forward. Like 1951 to 1962, 63 is the golden age of sci-fi.
We're talking about
anything. We're talking about movies, man.
I thought we were doing
what were you going to say, Chris?
Oh no, I'm all set. I made my 2 points. The go to sci-fi is the constant receding of the dude. My hairline has been like this since I was 18 years old. You can try again.
Yeah, people tried it with mine. Same deal.
You've had the same, what do they call it? Like the English aisle. Yep,
Yeah,
and
almost.
I've had the 6 head since I was 18 years old.
Well, it's even like up here on the
The
top,
Isle
like, this length, it looks thin. It's been like this for 25, 30 years. It just,
Yeah.
It's
And
the
no matter what I
Isle
do.
of Forehead.
it gets thick and bushy when it gets long.
What I'm not going to do is Rogaine down to my eyebrows.
Y'all got some
See,
fucked
I
up
got-
genetics.
Look,
Yes,
Says the
I
guy
got
who's
the-
got a
look at
Hitler
this widow's-
mustache.
Look at my widow's peak. I'm all
I'm
widow's
sorry.
peak, baby.
No, I'm taking Lynch's position on this. You with the Hitler mustache. Who's talking about genetics? Mein Führer. What were you
We are
saying?
working for the gene.
I'm just
Show me
saying,
your
like,
papers.
I choose to fucking shave this. Just so
Awesome.
Let me see your sperm.
I've seen you
look
with
like
hair.
fucking
It's not
Vincent
pretty.
Price playing Egghead in the Adam West Batman.
Nice.
All right. It's Saturday morning.
Yes.
It's 7 a.m. What are we
Well,
doing?
We're gonna rewind to 6:30 a.m. because
Oh,
one of you mentioned Captain Bob, and you cannot have Saturday morning
you gotta remind me
cartoons.
what Captain Bob is.
Go ahead, have Marsh do it. He brought it up.
Give me a minute. Oh,
Are you gonna die?
I keep trying to
Jesus
pretend
Christ.
I'm Aquaman and breathe my water. Oh,
Please don't die.
oh, goddamn. All right, what was the question?
Explain to
Who's
Lynch who is
Captain Bob?
Captain Bob.
Captain
Jog my
Bob.
memory.
Captain Bob. Back in the old days, we had this thing called
before Bob Ross.
Was it? I don't know the
Captain Bob.
timeline, but Captain
Oh,
Bob,
the painter?
white hair, beard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the kind of short guy, balding. That guy?
I don't think so.
I think
I
he
don't
always
think
wore
it was bald.
sailor's cap, so I never saw his hair.
But anyways, I would get up.
Oh.
I think it was Sunday mornings. Wasn't it?
Channel 5 out of Boston.
I think David
Yes.
and Goliath came on afterwards. Or something.
WCVV.
Oh, gee,
Captain Bob Coddle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, and I'd get down there with my
Davey and
artist
Goliath.
pad and my little pencil, and I'm there freaking following the lines, and he would take you.
I remember now.
It wasn't like Bob Ross.
remember
Where
that
you
now.
had to be a freaking a savant to freaking do that properly. But Captain Bob, he'd start off like, "We're gonna do a horse today," and he's like, "Okay, do this line up here." So you'd follow and you do the fucking line, and when you got done.
Do this
And
like
obviously, it didn't look like what he had, but it looked like, some semblance of a horse.
He would draw a sparrow, and what you drew looked like if you ran over the sparrow with a lawnmower.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell it was a bird.
I just looked
but-
up Captain Bob. I remember now.
Okay.
Well, he looks
Yeah,
kinda
but
like you.
but the last like 3 or 4 seasons, he was just stuff in the water.
Yeah, the
It was a
sailboat type stuff.
cuttlefish. It was
I think
cuttlefish.
I might have gotten away
Or-
from it by then. I think
or
once my
both.
parents got cable, I may have gravitated towards other things. I'm not
Makes
sure.
sense.
It's funny because I like except for Herm, like most small children, I hated public television. Because my father would watch like fucking Benny Hill and Doctor Who was terrifying, and public television was just fucking.
I
it was
love
something.
Doctor Who.
Doctor
But,
Who is awesome.
But it, but it's funny because as an adult, I really gravitated hard back towards public television, especially when I canceled my cable in Arizona and just got like 6 channels. And dude, they have some great shit on public Masterpiece Theater and all this other.
Nova was amazing.
Upstairs, downstairs.
Yep, a lot of
In
the British
Search-
shit. Which, and as a kid,
I
I'm like,
love- I always
Captain
thought-
Bob.
It was like if you didn't like want to watch, and if you wanted decent news, like the McNeil Lehrer report every night was
Awesome.
good.
I always liked the sciencey shows.
In,
In Search of, Nova.
public television was pretty.
Yes, I
sophisticated.
loved Nova and In Search of.
Mr. Lynch, you
Um,
were saying.
Captain Bob in like 1952. One of his first jobs was right here in Hartford. 30-minute Saturday morning art instruction program.
Pimpin' Hose.
And then in 1953, he went to Boston,
Yep.
where he stayed.
That
Good.
makes sense with public
Channel-
television.
bro,
Channel-
not for nothing. And that public TV station out of Boston launched some amazing fucking careers.
Yeah, it did.
hmm
I mean, even Mr. Rogers freaking launched some freaking careers, and that was out of Pittsburgh. But
Right. Channel 5 out of Boston was
Chippy.
beautiful because it was connected with the PBS station Channel 2, But on a Saturday morning, you knew how everything went. Captain Bob's at 6:30. Then you got your 4-hour run of cartoons. At 11 came Candlepin Bowling for Dollars.
That's
And then
right.
after that,
Yes.
after that was wrestling.
On public television?
Yeah, and it wasn't good wrestling yet either. It wasn't organized wrestling. It was all over.
Like
It depends.
Appalachian Championship
Yes,
Wrestling.
it could be anywhere. It could be Smoky Mountain. It could be some insane shit. But
That's how we got started.
and
There was
I remember hanging out
There
with
was-
my friends up in Massachusetts and watching the wrestling on the WFSB up there, and just
There you go. Lynch, what were you saying?
there was a midget wrestling on Sunday.
Oh my God!
Pistol
Yeah, I
Pete's
heard
at Pistol Pete's.
There's a midget wrestling coming to the area soon. I don't know when.
they were just at
It was
Pistol
Sunday.
Pete's over the
was it
weekend.
already?
Hello, Kahuna, in the comment section.
Hey.
Now, see, if we could get Captain Bob and the Leyland, ask the Leyland brothers back to back on a Sunday morning, that's ratings, my friend.
Yeah, we can't do that. Captain Bob's been dead for years.
from now on, I've decided.
Reruns.
I've
Here we go.
decided, in honor of America and Hawaii, to refer to Kahuna as Timu Maui.
Nah, he's always Kahuna. He's always going to be Kahuna.
Timu Maui?
What can I
cannot
say
change.
except you're welcome?
Oh my Lord. I quit. Anyway,
There's drugs.
I'm going to ask you guys one by one, whoever wants to start. What was your Saturday morning lineup? You know, obviously you had to move channels to get the stuff you liked. What was your Saturday your optimum Saturday morning lineup?
Well,
There-
it changed
there
a lot
was-
from year to year.
There wasn't.
That
the
was
whole
just it.
It was.
It was like I had
it
so
was
much to choose from.
plentiful. Like
Right.
it's like, what do I feel like today?
Oh no, I had a lineup.
Yeah, and then the
Oh,
Sunday
yeah,
morning
I didn't have a
Cartoon
lineup.
Express on USA. I mean,
Other than like Davy and Goliath on Sunday morning, I don't know what else to do.
Oh gee, Davy.
They're burning
I
hot.
really
man.
don't like it
They're
when you
burning
put
hot.
your finger in my ass.
I don't think
Gee,
he ever said that.
Davy,
Sally doesn't
Gee,
like it when I lick
Davy.
her.
that whore's stuck down at the bottom of the well. We should leave her here and run the fuck away.
Dad started a meth lab in the garage,
You know what I'm
Davy.
saying? Gee, Davy, the pastor's not going to be happy. Dad's running hookers through town.
It took me till I was about
Davey,
9
Dad's
years old.
losing all his teeth.
It took me till I was about 9 years old to realize that Davy and Goliath was a Catholic
It was a
based show.
Catholic church show. Like you did, it didn't fucking register. I'm like, these are right.
When you're
they're all right.
when you're
And
little,
all
when
of a
you're little,
sudden
it's
you
just
click and you're like, these
So-
motherfuckers.
Yeah, it took me
It's
a
when-
minute too.
when the
So
when the
fuck-
thing they
That
have the
was bad.
logo and it shatters and it looks like sparkly rain and they're looking at it. Yay!
And
And then
ah!
whoop, on the ground comes the Catholic diocese like shield. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. They were just watching sparkly rain and now this big ass cross is on their lawn. And then you
So-
get to a certain age, you're like, goddamn, they've been trying to teach me something. I've been enjoying it.
You've been
Yeah,
all of a
Yeah,
sudden you're
fucked
like,
it all up with
wait a
lessons.
minute. Wait a minute. That shit I do later today on Sunday at church, and this shit. Wait, it's Sunday. Wait,
Mhm.
wait a fucking minute.
I'm throwing the gauntlet down now, and I'm gonna look myself on TeePublic. I want a Davy and Goliath T-shirt.
So, funny story about that show.
Mhm.
When I stayed over at my grandparents Lynch's house a lot. I was really young. On Sunday, my grandfather would pick me up early. So he would say, "Hey, it's time for fucking church." You know, it was Davy and Goliath. Davy and Goliath was my church when I was a little kid.
Nice.
I like
That's
the
what
way
he
he
called
said
it.
it's time for fucking church.
Yeah,
Time for
that's my
fucking
kind of
church.
guy. Hey,
Yeah.
we don't fucking swear in this house. All right, Pop.
He was as Irish you can get. He was as Irish as you could get and grew up in a very strict Catholic house. He's like, I ain't having none of that bullshit in my house.
Dude, Kahuna's coming in hot. He's saying they only had 2 TV channels, so it was He-Man and the Roadrunner was a good Saturday morning.
Well,
Beep,
shit, he got
Oh,
He-Man.
yeah.
Be happy about that because that's not what I expected for a 2-channel house.
Right. Hey, but they're in Australia. One of them was the Leyland brothers, and on the other channel was He-Man. So, you know.
Well, it could have been worse. You could have had like Nickelodeon with Danger Mouse and that kind of shit.
Ask
Yeah.
and you shall receive.
Oh, no.
He just sent you a message. He just sent us a message
Oh,
chat.
no.
in our
Ask
Facebook chat.
All right.
and
Give me a second. You
shall
keep going, Lynch. Keep going.
receive.
So Saturday mornings for me, or like Kerm said, it was, what am I in the mood for? Because I was up at 6 anyway. And I pour myself a bowl of cereal and plop my ass down in front of the television, and whatever channel was on, I watched. So it could have been what was big in the early 80s.
The Super
see, in the
Friendly.
Late
early-
70s, early 80s.
We had the
Early
glory
80s.
days of cartoons on Saturday morning.
Oh,
because
yes, we did.
we had some. We were relatively young when we got the addition of cable, so
Yep.
we had other options. Channel 56, Channel 38. These were all channels that we all saw back then, and
Yeah, but those weren't big
WLVI.
cartoons
All of
Saturday
these were channels that had Monkey, a dude, bro, Kahuna. I don't know what kind of bath salts you've been sniffing tonight, sir. But no, we didn't have that in America. We had the monkeys and
remember the monkeys?
Mhm.
People say they monkey around
They're too busy singing.
to put
to
anybody
put
down.
anybody down.
Here we go.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
Oh,
Dude
oh
on
my
the
God!
cloud.
We just unlocked a sleeper cell code word.
Right. Tom and Jerry says Fat Man.
How do you-
Okay.
How do you
Tom and
watch
Jerry.
this? Watch this. I'm going to
Oh,
unlock a bunch of terrorists. Hey, we're the monkeys. Done. And there it is.
Fat Matt. Not trying to pry. Hey, I need to know how old you are, because did you get the good Tom and Jerry like we got as a kid, or did you get the ones where they went on adventures together and we're all huggy, kissy,
Oh,
kissy?
that
Because
was-
that
oh,
was
yeah,
tough.
both.
No, I like the one where he rolls the mouse up as a cigarette.
Yep.
We had both. Yeah.
So
I liked it when they fought.
once
Yeah.
in the late 60s and 70s, when the tone changed, is when Hanna-Barbera took those over. Or it was another company other than when it started, because those were shorts they used to put in front of movies in the 40s and 50s.
Yes, they were
Tom and Jerry
trailers.
cartoons.
Kahuna, I am
before the
not-
movie.
I'm not looking this show up after these screenshots. You go look it up. Monkey. It's as racist as you think it is.
Heard.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, I would watch anything that was on.
I had a
But
routine.
then, like when Super Friends was appointment television for me.
Mhm.
That was kind of a big one because that went on for years.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it started in '73.
Well, you had different
And it
variations of it. You had
ended-
Super Friends, you had Galactic Guardians. I mean, it
The
evolved.
Superpowers show, the challenge of the
Right.
Super Friends.
Yep.
Look,
I'm
to
talking
me-
just Super Friends. Lasted
Right.
from '73 to the like '90s.
Yep, to me, and it was the beauty of the old TV guide. You kids will never have this again in
I
your
love
life.
you, yeah.
Saturday morning, Captain Bob at
They won't know
6:30.
the cheers. They won't
Nope.
know the cheers.
No, the jeers, and they
But
won't
I
know
would
the
s-
crossword.
If Super Friends were on at 8 a.m., I would look. What am I going to
Or the
watch at
horoscope.
7? It had to be action or it had to be funny. So you'd get your Bugs Bunny Roadrunner, and they're like, okay, I go from CBS to NBC at 7:30, and you go to that channel. 8 o'clock, Super Friends, the world stops. 9 o'clock, you start moving again. I used to love, and I can't remember, it was a pack of like 7 cartoons, and they would rotate. And it had Silver Surfer, the Iceman, Tarzan. Oh,
Wow.
God.
Well, they had a couple of those. You had the Tarzan Lone Ranger Power Hour.
I remember
I
that.
was going to say
Zorro
you had
into
the
the
power
mix.
hour.
What's that?
You
Oh,
had
they
the power
after
hour.
that, yeah. But then they streamlined it to now. I remember it was called the Super 7.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
We
yeah.
had Sinbad and a bunch of
And
others.
you never know what you were going to get on any Saturday. Like, oh, Super 7's on.
No, it was a complete mix of 7 specific cartoons,
Right.
Mhm.
and you
That's how
got
Cartoon
an
Express
episode.
was on Sunday morning.
Yeah, very much so.
Yes.
You know what else? You know what else I loved? on the weekends
Bukkake.
was
I was gonna
no Creature Double Feature.
Yes,
I was in
right
that
after wrestling.
And the what the hell were they? Just the Godzilla movies.
Mhm.
All the
That was
kaiju
Double
movies.
Feature. Yep.
Yep. Well,
Oh,
sometimes they would
oh,
just do
oh,
Creature
yeah.
Double Feature that was nothing Godzilla. Then they would do the Godzilla marathons, which were
Mhm.
awesome,
Oh, yeah.
where they played everything: Mothra,
Mhm.
Godzilla. It was
Mecha
just,
Godzilla,
I
all
love
of that.
Yep.
I love those movies.
Monster Hero. Fucking.
It was beautiful.
When I was really little, my dad dictated what was on Saturday morning because he wanted to watch what he watched as a kid. So it was Tom and Jerry, Bugs Bunny, Woody Woodpecker, all those real old Popeye. My dad loved old Popeye cartoons.
Oh yeah.
So I was
Oh.
exposed to that really young. And I would
that was back
always
when-
look for that. I was always look for something like that too. So I would always watch the Looney Tunes when it was the old generation Looney Tunes, not after Chuck Jones took it over in the 60s,
Right.
Mhm.
where it wasn't the same. The characters all changed. I like these classic Looney Tunes, classic Tom and Jerry,
Mhm.
Banana Splits. But
I never got into the
was the
Marty
Banana
Krofft.
Splits weekend? Was there Banana Splits afternoon during the week, or were they weekend show? I can't remember.
Both.
they
I, think it
were
was
actually-
I think that was afternoon.
They were like 38 or channel 56.
56.
And they were somewhere around. They came on after the courtship of Eddie's father.
Oh,
That was after
okay.
school, and that was after school.
So it was for us in Ledyard, it was I only got to watch them when I was sick. So
Yep.
it was Buffy and Jody, and then
Yep.
fuck all of you. And then it
No,
was,
I'm not
I love
laughing at
that
that
show.
because I know
you
so
are.
many people who love Family Affair.
It was Buffy
I love
and
that
Jody.
show.
Mr. French.
It was Buffy and Jody, and then it was the courtship of Eddie's father, and then it was the Banana Splits.
Oh, see,
And I only got to see them when I was sick.
I watched my three
Oh,
sons.
you know what? 2:30. It came on at 2:30 because I remember that now because when I was like in second grade, I was pissed. I would always get home and I just missed it
Yeah,
beautiful thing-
'cause
because school
You'd
was
watch-
like I
you'd
lived right
watch-
next to the
you
school.
were sick, so you'd watch Price is Right, and then you'd switch over
Yes.
to Buffy and Jody, and then you'd
Yes.
watch the courtship of Eddie's father,
Mhm.
and then it would be the Banana Splits, and then for us, it was like time for the 1:00 afternoon news.
See, mine was a little different.
Yes, that's right. Feel it, assholes. How do you feel? You feel 10. That's what you feel, fucker.
So
All
my
right.
afternoons were different.
All right, Herm, we're gonna get to the bottom of this with the one trivia question. We know Buffy and we know Jody and we know Sissy and Mr. French and whatever the fuck the dad's name was. What was the name of the doll that she carried around?
Oh,
Was it Sissy?
fuck.
No, Sissy was the sister.
She was the sister.
Put the phone away, Herman.
No, I have to because I can feel it on my
I can't
shit.
It's all
remember.
about instant gratification, that guy.
He'll get
Um,
it. If you go to the Google machine, I will chop your fingers off.
He's doing it right now. He can't just sit
I
there
don't give
and
a
fester
fuck.
and let it run around in his brain for an hour.
No, because it'll drive me
Didn't she
insane.
I already know the answer, and I don't even
Was
need
it-
to think. My mother has a fact. What do you call it? An artist rendition, not the real one, but what do you call that? Fuck.
Replica?
Mrs.
Yes.
Beasley.
Mrs. Beasley.
Yes, easily. Yeah, I was like, it's an old lady name.
Yep, Mrs.
Yes,
Beasley.
and I was like, oh, I was like, oh, I see like a grandmother in my head for some reason. Yes,
but it looked okay.
Mrs.
First things first.
Beasley says I need to worry about it.
Listen, this doll looked no different than Kitty Carryall on the fucking Brady
No,
Bunch,
it
but she
didn't,
gave it an
it
old
didn't look
lady
like-
name.
No, it totally.
Carry
She
all,
totally
yeah, I
gave it
remember that
like
shit.
the maid's name.
What was your afternoon like, Matt?
Well, I mean, my afternoon was similar to yours as far as we'd finish our cartoons out, and I was usually at my grandparents' house. So grandma would make me a nice sandwich and some potato chips, and
Yep.
I'd watch wrestling.
See, a lot
Same.
of that also depended, and not to interrupt, sir, but it also depended at that point if you were AM or PM kindergarten.
Yeah. I was
We didn't
AM
have
kindergarten.
AM kindergarten.
What?
We did.
We had AM.
Oh,
I
we
don't
had
know anything
AM
about-
kindergarten, which you went in at like 9 a.m. in the regular time, and you did like a half day, and then you went
Yeah.
home. And then in Ledger, you had PM kindergarten, so you got to school about like 1 o'clock,
Yeah,
In
Norwich
Ledger,
had the same
Hillsbury.
thing.
or got there like 12 o'clock and did a half. So what Ledger did was instead of doing just kindergarten, they did 2 sessions a day.
Are you talking
you
about
got-
all of Ledger? Or are you talking about Gales Ferry too?
Gales Ferry. That
Okay,
was
'cause
Gales
I don't
Ferry.
know anything about an afternoon program for kindergarten. I was just
Yeah.
morning.
We had AM PM in Groton as well. I was AM pre-K and AM kindergarten.
But yeah, so
That's
my
why I used to have to
afternoons-
rush home to get Julia.
my
That's right.
afternoons were free. So like in my afternoons on the weekends on a Saturday, it'd be wrestling, and then after that, like I think it was channel 24, it was TV 38 out of where the fuck was that out of? But anyway,
North Boston was
yeah,
38.
they had a lot of stuff that had been on primetime, like Voyagers.
Yeah.
I'd watched a lot of reruns of that shit. Tales of the Golden Monkey.
Phineas Fogg.
Yep, Phineas Bog. So I'd watch a lot of that in the afternoons with the occasional movie. Like I said, crucial double feature sometimes, or a nice live action Spider-Man.
Yep.
And
Nicholas
then
Hammond.
Nicholas Hammond.
Yep.
And then
Those were always like 38 or 56 weekend
Right.
Sunday movies.
And what was weird is that later on, I don't think it was initially, but Cartoon Express started showing up at like 4 or 5 o'clock on Saturday evenings on one of the channels. And so it was, I watched a lot of Cartoon Express. I watched a lot of cartoons.
Obviously.
I did too.
Yeah, but by the time
did too.
Cartoon Express started really happening, we were also catching real early Nickelodeon.
Mhm.
We were, and that's kind of
And
where I went back to
like you
Danger
can't do that on
Mouse and shit like
television.
that.
Come on, dude. You can't do that on television. Spoke to all of
Yeah.
us.
Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Snuggles and freaking all kinds of weird shit.
I
You know,
literally,
people say-
Made me-
I wanted to grow up and be Barth.
Yeah, I could see you
There
as
you go.
Barth.
Nah.
I heard that.
And I had a real guilty freaking obsession with Degrassi Junior High.
I figured you
Started
would.
on Degrassi
Me
now.
too.
I'm here.
The,
I started in
chick that played
Degrassi, I
Spike,
was in
Amanda
the wheelchair,
Steptoe, man.
yeah.
I had oh my god.
I liked Degrassi.
But I dug Degrassi.
I never watched that bullshit. I thought it was for. Never mind.
It was funny too because I'm watching it on when it first started. I'm watching it on like American TV, and I'm wondering why there are little accents with the boot and all that shit. It was
Yeah.
years before I found out it was Canada.
Why is this nigga
Yeah.
talking about his shoes all the time? What's up with a? What do you think about it? I don't like. What are you doing? What is going on? No. Right. Heard the Canadian accent. Oh, it's all about it. What? Like what kind of boot? Like a rain
Yeah.
boot? Like no
I
boot?
liked
Like a
it so much. I
motorcycle
kept
boot?
getting-
What's up?
and I couldn't find any girls at school that said a boot that way, and I was like, oh, this sucks. But
They
anyway.
hadn't moved here yet.
Right. If Matt had found one Canadian whore
That would have been
in
it.
any school, he'd have been like, "She is the most exotic
Marry me for
I
10.
swear to
Marry
God,
me anyway.
she is the most.
Yeah,
exotic
but
woman
you know what? You know what's
I've-
going to happen though, Herm. You know what's going to happen in about 10 years. She becomes a Labatt's lesbian.
Yo, little. I was just gonna
Well,
say,
there's that.
yo, Matt, Matt,
Labatt's like the shittiest beer ever.
Matt's idea of dream role play
Labatt
is
Blue.
all she does is his wife just reads naked in a Canadian accent. That's it.
Labatt's Blue is how Pamela Anderson got
Yo,
discovered.
Labatt Blue is
That's
fucking
correct.
good beer. It's good beer.
If you're, no, it's not. Stop it.
It's not bad. It's better than
not
I will
Budweiser.
bet you.
It's better
That
than
is okay. Good point.
Budweiser.
Good point. But Chinese water torture
better than
is
headache
better
in a
than
can.
Budweiser. That's true.
Oh, Miller High Life.
What'd you say? Oh, I don't give a fuck what the Scots won't drink.
Presidente. The
What do
Mexican
you
beer
do?
that no presidente has ever drunk. All right,
Well,
I got a question.
Which question?
Is there a cartoon from our childhood that you absolutely would not watch, even if there was a gun to your head and your life was on the line?
Yes.
And
it transcended into my adulthood, and I'm
waiting.
reluctant to say it in front of this crowd. There's two.
Say
actually.
it. Do it.
One
Do it. You
is
know you're
The
getting
Simpsons.
roasted. Just do it, bitch.
One is
no,
The
this is
Simpsons.
what he wouldn't watch.
let
Yeah,
him
you are
speak.
to watch. The Simpsons and Beavis and Butthead.
Wow, look at the time.
Oh,
Hey,
see, I
Speedway
don't-
reviews on at 8:00, and we're talking
Later.
all things Chicago.
I don't actually consider those much from my childhood.
No,
like
those
I
are
said,
from-
a little later. But I
And
just
so you're safe.
and honestly, my biggest problem with Beavis and Butthead was the fucking animation. I was like, this is fucking dreadful. But
That was the point.
I just didn't.
I love-
care for it.
Yeah, but
Aside
it was
from
the
the-
same animation that everybody loved with fucking
I
Hank
get it.
and fucking
Wait.
Bobby
And this is but this
boys-
is the dichotomy
shit.
of all the people from the first episode until today, because Mike Judge is starting doing Beavis and Butthead again.
Yeah.
All the people look normal except Beavis and Butthead,
Yes, and that's
and that's
kind
on
of the whole thing.
purpose.
They totally look fucked up.
Daria looked like she could be any teenager.
Yeah, I was
Mr.
gonna say,
Van
Oh, I
Driesen,
remember
I
Daria.
was
Yeah.
gonna say
Yep.
any junior, any high school junior brunette with glasses.
right?
Next.
Everybody looked like someone you could relate to in your life, except who?
Beavis and Butthead.
Butthead.
These
And even
two
Be-
look like they came from
Even
somewhere else.
Butthead, to me, I thought to myself, one of the first times I ever saw it, sitting in the old apartment with Herm and Beavis and Butt, we started watching it and we're chuckling our asses off. This is the funniest shit we ever saw. And I said, does Butthead remind you of Mike Keene, or is it just me?
Go, swear to God. Swear to God. Swear to fucking God.
It was actually a
Beavis looks like
trifecta.
nobody else on the planet other than like Neil Patrick Harris with a mullet on
Oh,
crack
God.
for 10 years. But totally, I was like, that's fucking Mike Keene.
Yeah.
I can't right now.
Yeah, Ren and
We're
Stimpy.
gonna do it. We're finally gonna kill Herm.
Brother Jason, we both had that look.
I watched a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
but Jason grew into his face, and Mike is still Butthead. So Lynch, a cartoon from your childhood that you would not watch under any circumstance whatsoever.
Probably shit like Rainbow Bright and Strawberry Shortcake, shit like that. Stuff
Bro,
that's not my.
wait a
I
minute.
watched those.
Don't
I'm not
talk
the
about
target.
shit on Strawberry Shortcake. I liked it.
I
I
watched
liked the fucking storylines they had.
I was gonna say, I don't know how long ago it was, but there was Monday Night Raw and then Dysfunction Junction where
I liked Disney's The Gummy Bears.
hold on.
Oh, I like that one too.
We had Dysfunction
Didn't watch
Junction
it.
on a
All over
Tuesday.
it.
Monday Night Raw obviously is on Monday, or it wouldn't be Monday Night Raw. And between CM Punk and Matt Marsh, they both in the same week brought up the peculiar purple pie man of Porcupine Peak.
The Porcupine Peak.
And I'm watching because I don't watch
Yeah.
Monday Night
He
Raw
had
on
that whole
Monday.
Oh, I
long,
didn't realize CM Punk brought
long
that up.
legs.
Yeah,
Long. Not
You
gonna
must-
lie.
you weren't there. You weren't there the next week when I talked about it.
Yeah,
I
you
was.
must
I
have
watched
listened.
Monday Night Raw like
That
on
was-
an.
and he had
on-
the
Can you shut up?
no. His little
Okay.
character, his figurine, had the crow with it.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. He had a chef hat and the apron, and he looked like Wario in the fucking
He
kitchen.
did. He looked like Skinny
All
Herm.
right, and I stole that nigga from my sister, and fuck that bitch. I loved it. It was just I loved that
So what was
character.
your reaction when you saw CM Punk freaking mention it?
Okay, so after the show, we did the show on Tuesday. I went upstairs. There was no Speedway that week. I went up to do laundry, and I put on Monday Night Raw because it's tape delay. You can record it, TiVo, whatever. And he's out doing a promo, and he says, "You come out here every week. This week you have your wife's red jacket on, and next week you have this big puffy yellow jacket. How are you going to dress next week? Like the peculiar purple pie man from Porcupine Peak?" I dropped my laundry. I was like,
That was
"Motherfucker."
aside from the baby Jesus.
I was like, Marsh, you fuck. Marsh is writing CM Punk promos for the WWE.
I want my royalties.
You should call them. It's like, hey, if you watch this week's Dysfunction Junction,
Yo, my man,
match it
if
up
you
with
get
Monday Night Raw.
any money from them, I'm gonna need you to talk to NASCAR about a couple of fucking situations.
That would be Haas Racing. You can't.
I was
you
just
can't go
gonna
after
say,
NASCAR.
I have video proving I coined that shit. I'm just saying.
Yes, you did.
If you get that
Yes,
far,
you did.
come see me. I can make you a lot more money.
The ice cream
Your
man.
lawyer is gonna love me.
And then we go after McDonald's.
My lawyer is Jack.
Swear to God, we've got another video. No, we invented that shit 35 years ago because we was broke and starving and didn't have anything else fun to do.
All right, my cartoon that I would never watch, no matter what. I'm not even gonna put the girl cartoons in there, like Rainbow Bright, Strawberry Shortcake. This one was popular with both boys and girls, but there is nothing on the planet that would ever make me watch the fucking Smurfs.
Oh, I like the Smurfs.
Oh yeah, I didn't like them either.
I did not watch
No
them
Smurfs, no
because I had
Snorks.
to. I watched them because that was my sister's show, and like she got that one. That was that was a battle she won with everybody, but that was her show. So she got that one.
I'd
And
go find something to do.
I was gonna say it went on, and I went and fucked off in my room for an hour, and then
I was listening to Small Town Murder, of course, because I do that. And the guy worked at a place called Smurfit, SMURFITT.
I would quit.
And no, he said, could you imagine when these people get pissed and yell at their boss, this smurfing mother smurfer, I can't smurf and take it anymore. And I'm pissing myself thinking I hated that show so much. I wanted to call Jimmy right then and be, if you ever pull that Smurf shit again. But the fact that it had that much impact when the movie came out, obviously Emma was little. I watched the movie with her, and thankfully it didn't take. She did not become Smurf crazy. Thank God for that.
Yeah, Smurfit is a packaging company.
Yes.
Yep.
See?
Yep.
I introduced my daughter to so many of the cool old 80s cartoons, and really only one stuck. Fat Albert. She loved Fat Albert. Go ahead.
I didn't watch it all the time. If I would catch it,
Fat Albert.
If it was on, I'd watch it. I didn't go out of my way to watch it. Because young, I liked Bill Cosby. I thought Fat Albert was pretty funny.
Either we fucking or I'm fucking.
Yeah.
Can you dig?
Can you dig? What other children's show was he associated with when we were kids?
He was part of the electric company for a spell.
He did Picture Pages.
Yep.
Yes, Picture Pages.
I can
That's
still sing
what
the
it
song
was.
word for word.
I remember getting Picture Pages.
I did too.
I was like, oh.
Yes, I remember my sister setting off for them and the pen and the fucking
And the stupid pen.
Yep.
I watched that a lot.
I'm fun with crayons and with pencils.
Had those and had
Picture pages, come and do your picture pages.
I would rather watch Picture Pages than I would reading Rainbow. Not because I didn't like to read, but because LeVar Burton didn't review the books. He would be like, hey, this is this week's book. Let's go talk to whomever the fuck. And you got somebody else reviewing the book. Nigga, if I wanted to hear them, I'd watch their show. I'm here for LeVar Burton.
LeVar.
I never watched that.
Oh, reading Rainbow was great.
I never watched
And then
it.
the gay people stole the rainbow.
3-2-1 Contact was good.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Remember the New Zoo review?
Coming right at you. Time out.
Zoobly Zoo.
The guy and the girl.
Dutcher Company.
The guy and the girl from New Zoo Review.
Yep.
Have actually been a married couple for 50 years.
No shit.
Good for them.
I saw something on Facebook with they brought up the hippo and the owl. I will get to that in a second, sir.
I was just going to say the coaster. Yep.
But they took their 50th wedding anniversary photo with their kids, and they had people dressed up like the hippo and the owl and the frog.
Like Zooblies? Oh.
Yeah, but from New Zoo Review, and I'm like, they're married? She was too hot to handle, and he looked like everybody's drunk neighbor.
Like, I was gonna say
but they found love.
The doofus next door.
Exactly.
Yep.
Great space coaster. Fucking
Oh,
lovely
great show.
morning. What a great morning show.
You guys
Before
remember
school,
the
you-
Barba
More
Papas?
times than not because of that fucking show.
Yep. What was your question, Marsh?
I said, do you guys remember? It was a cartoon. It was called the Barba Papas. They were weird.
Is
Yeah.
that some? Is that a,
Eggplant looking things?
I do.
Can't say that, Ken.
hold on? The Barba Papa.
Crazy ass.
I thought that was
bizarre.
I thought it was a band.
The Mighty Heroes.
Mighty Heroes, which
The Barba Papa family.
Banana
Yep.
Splits.
now the Mighty Heroes was part of I think if I remember right, it was a spin-off of or an addition on a Mighty Mouse, which was at the time voted the most violent show on television, not just cartoon.
Right?
Yeah.
I loved the Mighty Heroes. It was kind of like the Brown Hornet on Fat Albert because you got your 5-minute cartoon in that 1 hour segment and you waited for it.
Yeah, you were psyched.
Oh, and people look at me funny when I wear this shirt. They go, I vaguely remember that. I'm like,
Sure.
this was the shit back in the day.
Diaper Man.
Yeah.
Cuckoo
Yeah.
Man.
Strong man
Rope
with
man.
high tops on.
Strongman and Tornado Man right here.
Tornado Man.
Rope man.
Rope Man. He's over here.
Cuckoo.
I went out of my way to where's Cuckoo Man? Right here.
Cuckoo.
Because as Lynch and Herm will tell you, I have an unhealthy obsession with Robin as a superhero. I love Robin. I think he's the best of the best. But I don't want a Robin T-shirt. You know what I mean?
No one does.
This gets more conversation than if I wore a
That's
Robin
great fucking
T-shirt.
shirt right there. I love that.
T-Public, $16, and it's soft.
Nice. Very nice.
I'll take
And
your
you
word
can get
for
it. You can get it in 16 different fashion colors.
Very
I chose
nice.
Get
red.
it in the butt.
I like the red. It's just they're a little muted against the red.
On screen, yes, but if you were here,
Right on.
yeah, this gets a lot
I
of
saw a really
smiles.
good T-shirt the other day. I saw a really great website. It was a T-shirt, and basically it says, "Please don't feed the whores drugs," and it's a nun sitting on somebody's head, and it's a little graphic, but
Sitting
They
on
got
someone's
great-
head.
yeah, well, she's getting her box eaten.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Yeah, well, I mean, in case you couldn't figure it, I was
Thanks for
making
spelling
clear.
it out.
You're welcome. I've got visual aids if you need it.
Video aids.
Yeah,
Got video.
I've got video aids.
I take
Yeah,
no
My eyes got video
Not
aids.
much porn. I have video aids.
Which is great because last year he was diagnosed with video herpes.
Yeah,
So
it's right up
you
there
know,
with
we're
audio
good.
syphilis.
At least we're making fucking progression. You know what I mean?
right.
We're advancing.
God.
We're moving a fuck ahead.
Oh my god! All this time, and I'm getting Speedway review text while we're doing this. We had 2 guests, and unfortunately, one is sick, and the other one is working on the truck for this Saturday's race at Lime Rock. So, by the way, Herm Donut says hi. He was going to be one of our guests, but something broke in the engine, and they have to rebuild the entire engine before Saturday.
Heard. Go to Dunkin's. Use a donut. Fix it.
I know that'll work just as well as a pulley.
Like if you had Dunkin' Donuts as a sponsor, it'd already be fixed. Tell him that shit. Herm
I
says,
will. It's
if you had Dunkin' as a fucking sponsor donut, your shit would be fixed.
I must something turned on because my computer keeps dinging.
Ding. Ding.
Oh well. Anybody have any cartoon questions while we have 28 minutes to go?
Well, it wasn't just the Saturday morning. I mean, the weekday afternoon shit was loaded. I mean, there was some great shit. I mean, for boys mostly, but like Mask.
Bro, morning was great. It was all great for us. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Heckle and Jekyll was racist as fuck, but
Yes!
none of us got it at the time. None
And
of
those
us
were cartoons that
understood it.
we saw a lot
None
of
of
in
us
the reruns.
understood that Heckle and Jekyll were representations of fucking low down and
Right.
of black people.
Well, that
They
shit
were
wasn't made
literally-
for us.
It was like if fucking a racist wrote a cartoon and we didn't get it. It wasn't until I was an adult and later that I realized, wait, what the fuck?
They had a lot of
Oh,
black on like Tom and Jerry and stuff like that.
All of
A
that
lot.
was
Yeah, I was
very
going to say a lot of those.
and none of us got it, and none of us
No.
picked up on it.
But
as
you watch it as an
racism.
adult, and it's like, holy
Your
shit.
cartoons are racist as fuck. Yeah,
Well,
but
look what
we
they did to Pepe Le Pew.
but everybody's like, your cartoons growing up were racist. Yeah, but
Yeah, they were.
my parents didn't enforce that and reinforce that, and nobody mentioned it as it was like it didn't
Oh, no.
register till we were fucking teenagers, guys. Am I
That's the
wrong?
thing. At 7 years
We were
old, were you
11
watching
before we
Heckle and
realized
Jekyll and
Pepe Le
then
Pew
going
was
to
a
school
fucking rapist.
picking on Tyrone about it? No. 'cause
No,
it
we
didn't
weren't.
fit.
Nor at any time in my childhood did I ever drop a fucking anvil on someone else
Oh,
or
no.
send
You
out
know
to
what I mean?
Acme
Like,
for a
At
rocket.
no point I never strapped anybody to a rocket.
I mean, thank God we didn't have the internet at 6 years old, because I would have been Googling Acme fucking company like a mother.
Right?
Dude, the fucked up part is that Acme was a real company.
I know.
And that's
And
the
Acme
whole
means
fucked up
it's
part with
like
that.
I think the
They
definition
did so
of it,
much. That was the joke within the cartoon. Acme had so much and made so many different products.
it was a top-rated company.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like literally like they were number one on the
And I
Better
think
Business
that's what
Bureau
Acme
list of
actually
the time.
means.
What do you
But
mean?
It was just like
What does Acme mean?
Acme, like if you Google the word Acme, it relates to, I haven't done it in years, but it related to a bunch of like high quality
it's a noun that means the highest point, peak, or pinnacle of something,
yeah, so
often representing the ultimate level of perfection, development, or achievement, derived from the ancient Greek word acme, A-K-M-E, meaning point or highest point.
which
Wow.
is funny because as a young kid, I thought that was an acronym. It's not.
Okay.
You know, it's
No, it just means it basically just means the best
yeah,
bottle
the
rocket.
best, the
The best
top of the
rocket
line.
to strap your friend
Yeah.
to. It's
It's a great name for a company, really.
yeah, it really just means the best.
Which is funny because it turned into Wile E. Coyote's freaking,
To
That was
this
his shtick.
But those cartoons, and I'll speak just of the Looney Tunes variety.
Yes, but
How
their
often?
their slapstick value was
No, I'll give you one better. Their quotability.
Oh,
Because
hell yeah.
if I say
you
three words,
might, Rabbit, you might
right? Shut up, rabbit. Get
get
out.
out.
Push. Would I turn on the stove if my friend Rocky were in there?
Well, there's a minute. Oh, Belvedere, come
Shut up,
here,
shutting
boy.
up,
Shut up,
shut up, shutting up.
Bring out my Hassenpfeffer.
I was gonna say like and racist as fuck, but like pick a fucking what's his name, Foghorn Leghorn. Boy, I say boy,
Right.
I say my bandages. Come on, they were
Well, it's-
literally all racist, and none of us actually got that. We just thought they were cool characters.
Yeah, but yeah, my mama done told me.
but it was like it was a variety show.
Go get to dinner,
Right. But even
It's like
so,
Rocky and Bullwinkle, which was also like a variety show. You had
let me get to them in a second. But like duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, that whole Rocky and Bullwinkle, there's not a point in time where someone doesn't screw something up at work and they look to me for guidance and I go, "Hey Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my ass." But they said hat.
you are the sage, wise old Gandalf.
Obviously, yeah. And if I do something and I fuck up and somebody points it out, again, quotability. Blame it on moose and squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. Here we are, 50 plus years old, and we can quote these things like we watched it 45 fucking minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, 'cause-
Deputy Dog.
Love
Deputy
me some
Dog,
Deputy
yeah.
Dog.
Yep.
Deputy Dog.
I don't know, Muskie.
Vince Gopher and the sheriff.
Yo, or the mole. What happened? What happened?
What happened? What happened?
Vince Gopher.
What happened?
He was that gopher.
That nigga all said the same thing. I don't know. What happened? What happened?
Hey, Muskie.
Oh my God, what's wrong with
Hey,
us?
I used to say that all the time at A&P. Hey, Muskie. There's this guy I used to work with. Last name was Muscarella. So
Oh, there you go.
Yo, and some of the best characters personally were Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah,
course.
man.
Do you
Hanna-Barbera had
remember
lots of stuff.
the Hanna-Barbera Laugh Olympics when we
Mhm.
were a bit older? And it
And
was,
then you
it
had
was
the space.
That stupid
Speed buggy.
Yep, that
Um,
stupid dog. That
Muttley.
Muttley.
and Dick
Muttley.
Dastardly.
Muttley.
Yep.
Dirk
Dastardly
Dastardly.
dog.
the Blue Falcon, and Dino Mutt.
Dino Mutt.
Dastardly dog.
Dastardly dog. I remember that.
Yep.
But see, they didn't.
Um,
Nobody has that creativity anymore.
Huckleberry
It
Hound.
sucks. Yes,
Huckleberry Hound.
Heathcliff
Huckleberry
and
Hound.
Marmaduke. What a wacky
what was the
pair.
other one? What was the dog? What was the donkey? Horse. It was.
The donkey horse.
Oh, what the fuck was it? No, Hanna-Barbera. Fuck. Hold on.
Donkey show? What?
I was always eating the grass. What was that stupid?
I'm
Inter-
the sexy stud.
Interspecies erotica, fucko.
I'm the sexy stud. Gotta finish.
Quick
Hit the
draw McGraw.
Quick draw McGraw. Okay.
yeah.
Yo, come on. Can we also like gray paper?
Oh
Gray
God.
I remember.
First of all,
I remember.
how you gonna get that big bitch on top of that van and ride along with him holding on to
Who
the
was
van?
the painter that was like exit stage left?
That was Huckleberry
Heavens to
Hound.
Murgatroyd.
Oh no, that was
The character though, it was on Huckleberry Hound,
Yeah.
but he was a
Heavens to
stage
Murgatroyd.
right. Yeah.
Exit stage left.
Fuck.
Wasn't
Okay.
I can't remember.
The best side character in all of cartoons, and I'm going to start, is Jerry's uncle, who had the guitar and would play Froggy Winnicott.
Shaggy
He
Puss.
did
He ride.
Crambo. What was his name?
Shaggy Puss.
Shaggy Puss. Snaggle. Oh, something like that.
I thought it was Snaggletooth. Snagglepuss.
Snagglepuss is a
Snagglepuss.
flamboyant pink anthropomorphic mountain lion from the
Snagglepuss.
classic
Yep.
Hanna-Barbera. Exit stage lefty.
Froggy Winnicott. He did right. Crambo. When and you know it's ding. When you see kids share that now, thinking they've discovered something new, like they've unearthed the fucking scrolls and
Don't
the
come at
pyramids of
me with
Giza.
that witch. I was there when the old magic was written.
That's right.
That's right. Back when the ocean swallowed Atlantis.
I was gonna say it feels like fucking witch in the wardrobe. Don't tell me about the
Don't
old
come for
magic.
me.
When
I
the earth was
there
young,
when it was written.
when the earth was young and the crust
and
was
the crust
warm.
was still warm.
Amen.
Thank God. All right.
Amen.
Back
Any-
when the
anyone-
highest social security number on the planet was
You guys
4.
remember? You guys remember the live action Shazam?
unfortunately,
Yeah.
Yes.
I got him on DVD.
really,
Yeah, they released the.
That was a great show.
the kid that played Billy.
Yep.
I
He was on
when
Brady Bunch.
that's where I was going with this. I would watch this as Shazam, and I
Yes.
got it to Brady Bunch late, and there he was at the ice cream shop. I'm like, that's Billy,
Yep.
fucking Billy.
Yep. And I remember I met the guys that played Shazam, both Jackson Boswick and John Davey. But
That's pretty awesome.
yes.
Did you watch? They used to put together the Shazam and Isis hour.
Yep. She was freaking
Yep.
smoking.
Oh, she was hot, but I couldn't stand the show.
That was
I don't know why.
Joanne, what the fuck was her name?
I don't know. Herm's been on the Google machine this whole time. He'll find out who played Isis. She was hot as fuck, though.
I watched that.
Dude,
that
that-
Power Hour.
When you're 6 years old and the wind starts to blow and you get a little chub when
Oh, yeah,
Isis
but
hits the
Wonder Woman.
screen.
Yep.
Although, hey, you know what I used to do to my daughter?
Yeah, we know.
'Cause-
Oh, never mind.
Asshole, I'm not Catholic. Anyway,
Joanna Cameron.
Yep.
Joanna Kim. Okay. I would play that Wonder Woman theme song from the 70s and 80s just to piss her off to leave the room to go clean or something, because for whatever reason, that 70s.
You
You
remember the Wonder Woman movie with Ricardo Montalban and Kathy Lee Crosby? She was
No,
blonde.
but I
Yes.
want to know now.
Yes. I do
Hold
remember
up.
that. That was
No.
bad.
You must find the sorcery
Hold up.
for me.
Yeah, it was a one shot. They were going to do a series that never panned,
Lee
but
Crosby movie as
very
Wonder
different thing. She didn't have the traditional Wonder Woman costume. It was very different.
And Deidre Hall at one point was going to play like Wonder Girl or something.
Well,
Yeah.
Deborah Winger played her.
Deborah Winger ended up playing, yes.
Yeah.
But Deirdre Hall tried out for the
Yep.
part. It was in her book. And I was like, really? I can't picture Marlena, slinging the lasso of truth.
I can picture Marlena doing a lot of
1974.
stuff, but that one.
1974.
For Kathy Lee Crosby.
Okay. Well, it's like I said something the other day online, and I guess everybody agreed with me because they didn't clap back. To me, there's one Wonder Woman, Linda Carter.
Yep.
There's one Bruce Banner, and that's Bill Bixby.
David Banner, but yeah, amen.
You saw that David Bruce Banner on the
Do you
headstone.
know why they changed his name for the freaking show?
I've been trying to find that information out.
Okay, I mean,
Wait! I think you told me one time they didn't
didn't
think Bruce was a manly enough name.
They thought that Bruce, one of the producers, thought that Bruce was too
gay.
stereotypically gay.
Too gay.
Really?
They changed the name to
At
David
the time, it kind of
in
was.
the 70s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we had Bruce Jenner.
You gotta, you gotta remember.
I mean,
How did
No, you
that
gotta
turn
remember
out?
how-
How did that turn out?
You gotta remember when we would reference gay people in language,
Yes,
we would say,
Bruce.
"Yes, Bruce."
Oh,
Bruce.
see, I always said Lance.
But
Lance
you had to
just
use
sounded
the
gay.
long C in the
yeah,
Bruce.
but just
Bruce.
that Bruce Jenner thing that did not age well at
No.
Yeah, and you really didn't think that one through.
No, she
Nope.
hasn't.
He did not think. No, she didn't think about it for fuck's sake.
I gotta find that meme that I had where they show some dude who goes back in time, and there's a OJ and Bruce
OJ
Jenner,
and
he comes
Cosell.
Yeah, and he comes back. He goes, "You ain't gonna believe."
You're gonna believe
this
the shit I'm about to tell
I'm
you.
Howard
right now.
Cosell, and you're not going to believe the shit I'm about to tell you. Yes.
I still don't
Oh
believe.
man.
It is what it is. What am I going to say?
Oh,
I need-
Brave New World.
Are you dying over there, Lynch?
No more than usual.
a little bit every day.
Well, since 3 of you have tried to diet tonight, I have an idea for next week.
Yeah.
And Herm's going to choose who does what and writes about the other guy. We are going to write a eulogy for each other.
Oh my God.
So, do we have to write 3 other eulogies, or are we just picking a guy?
No, Herm's going to decide who writes for who.
Oh, okay, cool.
And he's going to send it to us by Thursday.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Oh, dear.
We're gonna go counterclockwise, starting with Marsh. So
Okay.
Marsh
Yeah.
gets to write mine, and
Your
I'm
eulogy?
gonna write Lynch's, and Lynch is gonna write yours, Chooch,
Oh,
and you, sir,
oh,
down in the corner, get to write Marsh's. There it is.
Okay, and here's
Oh.
the thing. It shouldn't be serious. You want to roast
I
the
hope
other
not.
guy like nobody's business.
No, I'm gonna open up with you should open up with like thank God Herm finally fucking quit drinking.
Right? On this
It's
day,
funny
for the first
because-
time in his life, Herm weighs less than I do.
The only one that's got an easy shot on this, well, I guess Herm Lynch and then the Lynch you do, because you've got long-term freaking carnal knowledge.
No,
Whereas
yours is
Rita
easy
Herm-
because I want yours on me just because you are the least schooled in the group, and I want that
Right.
I want that lack of depth, but with the depth that you have. Do you see where I'm going?
Yeah, I got
want
you.
you to look. This nigga taught me to make the best fucking omelet. That's all I want to
He
hear.
knows his way around a whisk.
This motherfucker knows how to fuck with an egg.
Have you guys seen this guy out of Warwick? His name's Gary Marandola.
No.
He does barbecue shit.
Danny Amendola?
No,
No,
I'll have to forward.
I haven't seen.
I'll have to forward
Outside of
you a
Warwick.
couple of clips. He's kind of obnoxious, but he can be very funny. Herm, I don't know
Yeah,
if
I've
you'll
heard
appreciate him or not because he's a barbecue guy. I don't know whether you're gonna align with what he has to say about barbecue, but it's worth a shot. I'd like to hear your input.
I'd appreciate your input. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. In my butt.
Oh my God. I said what? In the butt.
In the
Okay,
butt.
we're talking about cartoons. How is history going to look at South Park?
We're doing pancakes for.
Ah,
I think I look, we were talking about
gonna be an
cartoons,
issue.
and I was thinking about this earlier, and South Park has to be. It's exquisite. It's and it's almost, and I dare say it, with the simplicity of how it's produced and the depth into which they go into the storylines. It's almost elegant.
I think it's almost like on the nose, just
It's
yeah.
elegant. It's not simple, but it's elegant. There is a masterful artiste aspect to what they do with that whole show. The way it mimics and the way they call out society on all sides. That is just
They predicted the future
Mm-hmm.
way
in
better
the mid
than
2000s.
Simpsons bullshit. I'm just saying.
They predicted the future
on that.
with the culture shift, way ahead of their time.
Yep. Agreed.
I like them because they.
I think
figure
it's
out
the
a way to
most
say shit that would get them canceled
It's the
on just about any other platform.
it's the most
or format.
it's the most topical show in real time that there's ever been, other than the fucking news.
Yeah.
Pretty much. If you want to know what the fuck's going on in the world this week or what the real hot topic is, watch this week's episode of South Park.
Yeah.
To your
If you
point,
wanna
Herm.
If you want to watch
Go
the
ahead, please.
2013 episodes of South Park, to see that they were roasting World of Warcraft or whatever the hell
That
they
was
were
one of my
roasting in 2013.
favorite, my
The
favorite
World of
episode.
Warcraft
I
show
fucking
was, bro, the chip across the when he's
Yep.
yeah.
And the Paul Stanley lived to win in the battle scene.
Yes, some of the shit they've come up with is brilliant. It's fucking
To me, and
brilliant.
Herm's brought this
pieces
up on
of
the show.
scrap paper. It's brilliant.
Herm brought this up on the show before, and I still use this analogy every day when someone calls me out for saying one particular word. So, if you saw a homosexual person, what would you call them? Oh, they're just a person.
That's just a
Yeah,
that's
it's just a
homosexual.
person. Yeah. If
No,
somebody
like-
rides their, but if
so
somebody
they're not-
rides their motorcycle at 2 a.m. and wakes everybody up, that guy's a fag.
that guy's a fag. You know? So what's the difference? Well, how do you know he's not a fag? Well, does he drive his motorcycle up and down the street really loud at 2 a.m. and rev it and be an asshole? No, then he's not a fag.
That's not a fag.
fuck.
And if you're a wrestling fan, if I say this word drawn out, you say it's the Big Show. But if I say it to a South Park fan, and I go, well, they immediately start singing, Cosmo's a bitch.
Cosmo's a bitch. Cosmo's a bitch. Cosmo's a bitch.
Have you seen? Look, and you know me, I don't like Rush. I'll never like Rush. Rush can kiss my dick. But the video they play before they play Tom Sawyer is the South Park guys made it for them.
Wait a minute, bro. I just
That is hilarious.
Driving around in a blue fucking Renault.
Yep.
Listening to the South Park Christmas album with you, because at the time you were trying.
Oh, the Renault was dead by then. I don't remember what car it was, but I got
we
you
were somewhere. But we were driving around looking for a gift certificate, or you wanted to get something locked into a restaurant. But you and I drove around for 4 hours. Listening to that very first
I'm just a Jew,
album.
a lonely Jew on Christmas.
Dreidel.
Bro, I legitimately ordered, and not with CBS or Columbia House. I legitimately bought the Chef Aid album.
That was awesome. To this day, it ranks among my favorite compilations.
Fucking physical copy of the Chef Aid album, and it's fucking amazing. They do not hold back. They do not risk. They do not hold anything back. They totally go for it with their concepts, their humor, their ideas, and their music.
I played one time for my ex-girlfriend, and my daughter was in the car. I was like, I've got this song you've got to hear, because I found my copy on CD, and I played Chocolate Salty Balls.
I was going to say, I will drive around with
Put them in your mouth and suck them.
Chocolate salty balls on my motorcycle with that fucking thing at top fucking volume and just sit at a light and just be like,
You know, it's like that old Meatloaf song. Pig and elephant DNA just don't splice.
yes, it's like just sit there and just chocolate salted balls. And
Put them in your mouth and suck them.
Literally turn to the car next to me, put them in your mouth and suck them, and just go back to don't care, don't care, don't care.
I think probably one of the greatest television shows of all time.
Yep.
Yeah, continue.
I can't. There is not a season.
Paper.
I used to watch them as they came out, like when it was appointment television for me for a long time. And then when the whole battle between them, when they went to streaming, I would catch up. There is not a season that I have watched up until my most current, which is last season, that I think is a bad season.
I was going to say, I honestly, not the
There
bad
is,
season.
they are the most.
There's a bad episode. There are episodes that are better than others, but there isn't a bad episode.
No, because no matter what side of the political spectrum you lean on, you can watch that and laugh. Because they roast both sides equally at the same time.
Oh,
and I love that they do that. I love that they do that. And I think Team America was a very underrated movie for its time. That's brilliant. It's a very brilliant piece.
Absolutely. It was
where they're roasting celebrities to their face and the celebrities are laughing along with them.
Yes. Well, for us, harking back to those puppety shows that we watched.
The Jerry Anderson Marionation shows that used to be on in the late afternoon and in the early 90s. I fucking love those movies.
Whatever the fuck it was. And
I love those movies and those shows. Those real British Marionation.
I had an idea today, and I was thinking about shit. And you were thinking,
I had an idea.
Talking about, shows. Some shows were better than others, but I came up with a perfect superpower today.
What is that?
Okay, so if you're gonna have a superpower, I am perfectly average at everything. Now, let me explain.
They call you Average Joe.
Wait a minute. Let me explain why. If I am average at anything I attempt, that means I never fail. Do I fly around like Superman? No. Am I a little wobbly and are my landings not perfect? Yep. But I can fly and you can't, fucker.
That's the greatest American hero, bro.
That's what that's it. It's the greatest. I've decided I'm going to cure cancer. I don't do an amazing job in it. It doesn't cure everybody, but it cures most people, and most scientists can't figure out how the fuck I even pulled that the fuck off.
Well, I mean, even if it's try to cure
but that's
cancer,
the thing. Technically, if you're average at everything, that means you do not fail and can't fail. The worst you can do is average. It doesn't matter what you set your mind to. I decided I'm going to throw this car 100 miles. Nope. I only threw it 30.
Okay.
Do you see where I'm going? In other words, nothing
genius.
I do fails.
Look, 3 feet above the ground. It's a bird. It's something.
That's what I'm saying.
It's average man.
Am I wobbly? Does my landings kind of suck? Yup. But I can still fly.
He's Average Joe.
That's what I'm saying.
Big AJ on his chest.
It's also Hancock, if you think about it.
Kinda. I'm like, it's perfect. It basically
that could have been such a great movie.
That could have been a franchise, Chris.
That could have been a great franchise. I really, really, really was disappointed in that. I like it, but I was disappointed.
I love that film so much. I love that film so much. Hancock. It could have been a franchise. They could have made that into a cash cow where Will Smith would never have to slap another nigga on television again.
Yep.
All right. We got a couple minutes. Anybody got anything they want to talk about?
I feel sad.
What was the
I
one?
feel-
What on the flip side? What was the one? They were in radio record land. It was all the music of the time, and the show spent shitloads of money licensing the most current fucking music.
Kid Video.
Is that what it was? Kid Video, right?
Yep.
With Cousin Oliver on bass.
Yep.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes.
That's right. Kid Video. Wow.
And then to offshoot that, later on came Kids Incorporated.
Yep. Watch that a little bit.
Which launched 2 careers. One
Calm
was
the
very
fuck
successful,
down, Martika.
and Martika was the other one. I had 3 great songs, and then cocaine happened, whereas Fergie is still out there killing it.
Yeah. I feel sad for the generation of kids that didn't grow up with Saturday morning cartoons because they were on up until about our early 20s, and then the format changed to where it was more live action skit based stuff.
Do you remember when we were little in about the end of August, CBS, ABC, everybody would have they would have a special like 8:00 program, and it would be all about what they're featuring this coming fall opening season.
Yes.
Yep.
You remember?
You
remember every it was like it would be like a Friday night, and it would be like the fall season spectacular, and they would tell us about all the new cartoons or what was coming back.
The only thing that pissed me off about that was it preempted.
What was the cartoon that was the kid that when you threw the water on him, it was hot or cold water? It was when the Transformers came out, and it was
probably
big.
talking about Turbo Teen.
You remember?
And his temperature would rise, and he turned into red.
If you threw hot water on him, he would turn back into a car or into a person. If you got hot water,
that was Turbo Teen.
If he was sweating and he got hot, it would turn into a car.
Yep.
But they totally worked the whole Transformer GoBots concept.
You had that. You had Rubik the Amazing Cube.
Yes.
You had all kinds of shit. Alvin and the Chipmunks was on forever.
The only thing about that preview every summer was that they ran it on Friday night at 8:00. Each one of the major networks threw one on. It preempted Dukes of Hazzard, motherfucker, and you don't fuck with the Dukes in my house.
I remember.
Oh no, you do not.
When they announced, I think Thundar the Barbarian was probably one of the darkest freaking cartoons.
Oh, I love it.
That was
fuck Thundar. I wanted to grow up and be Ookla the Mock.
You were saying the cartoon was like that was like his.
I think I did pretty fucking good.
Pretty damn close.
Well, you went from being Ookla the Mock, now you look like the Shmoo.
Let's get the body hair for it.
Yeah, it's true. Good call on Ookla the Mock, though. Wow.
Oh, totally. Wanted to grow up and just be Ookla the Mock, driving that fucking big ass, thunder ass, fucking draft horse style alien horse.
The Clydesdale.
Whatever the fuck that was, I wanted to ride that bitch around.
Nice.
You kids are retarded.
Yes. Yes, we are.
But I love you for it. I'm going to bust out of here. I got Speedway in a half hour, and I have to urinate.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, I got to go get some dinner.
You guys, stay tuned next week. We'll have more to talk about. However, we will read each other's eulogies at the top of the show.
That'll be lovely.
It's going to be great. I cannot wait
to
hear. Yeah, I know. That's going to be fun. No, why? There's so much you can fuck with. I already have the first 2 lines written for Marsha's eulogy, and it only took me 4 seconds to come up with those first 2 lines. The rest is going to be a pain in the ass.
Chris Burns. He could pick him.
Oh, that's a great start. If there was an Olympic event about putting your dick in crazy, Chris would be the gold medalist every single year.
He would be the world champion.
Right? He would be the Hulk.
I would buy him a belt.
He'd be the Ric Flair of putting his dick in crazy.
Every time you orgasm, woo!
Hey, you never know. That could be my next.
There it is.
Yeah,
all right.
Throw frisbees.
There's a soundbite.
Good night, kids.
Good night, kids.
Judgment falls upon you at first.
Oh, is that you smoking or the joke in the window? Yeah.
I'm still on fire. You're not on fire, Herm. I'm on fire.
Ricky Bobby, I'm on fire.
Good
Later,
night, boys.
bitches.
Herm's on fire. Oh, Herm's on